Missouri State's a very explosive, high-scoring team. They've got the ability to score a lot of points. They throw the ball well. They've got a very good running back, very aggressive defense, no huddle offense. So they're really just trying to get up there and get the ball snapped. Sometimes you'll see the 40-second clock and there's 30 seconds on the clock and they're already to the line of scrimmage ready to play. So high tempo. It's going to test our defense from a depth standpoint, fatigue standpoint. We got to be able to get off the field against them, and we have to stay on the field offensively to have a chance to beat them. Well, we had a chance to beat them 2 years in a row now. You know, we just hadn't been able to pull it off. You know, we try to just look at ourselves. You know, first of all, I just felt like we shot ourselves in the foot. We had opportunities to win that game, and we didn't. You know, we had opportunities at halftime in the fourth quarter. We couldn't get off the field defensively in the third quarter. They did a great job with their running game. The quarterback made some big plays for them, but we also shot ourselves in the foot. So I don't look at it that way. I just try to see our progress and our growth. We're making progress, but I think we've still got a lot of work to do. Well, yeah, that's a special group, you know, and, you know, starting with Scheibel, you know, you can't ignore the fact that he is a senior and has done a great job for us from all the way back from his first play at Tennessee State all the way up to the way he played last week, you know. He's got the ability to run the ball, throw the ball. He's a real general on the field, and we're going to miss him. But you always miss all your seniors, you know. Everybody contributes, you know. Some get more accolades than others, but they all contribute, and it's just tough to get through college these days, much less get your degree and move on. So it's always tough to see those seniors go.
Staying in the Scheibel.
Oh, there's no question. You know, he's got the ability to do both, and he has the ability to do both when needed and when necessary. And so he's had a great career. I think this is a kid that's going to be remembered years down the road. Well, our challenge is to win the game. You know, we want to be able to finish out on a positive note. We know that they're going to come in here with a great offense, and we just need to finish on a positive note. And the way to do that, first of all, is to have a good week of practice, make sure that's taken care of, and then go out and play well. We're going to have to play well to win this game. Oh yeah, from the day one. You know, we tend to want to trust our instincts in recruiting a little bit. I feel it's important to meet a kid face to face and talk to him, especially a quarterback. And I know when we met him, it was at the high school at the principal's office, and from that moment on, I felt like we had a real special person. You know, you look at the film. But you also have to take a good look not only at the film, but, you know, there's a certain it that some people have that everybody else doesn't have, and he definitely was one of those guys that I thought had that. You always had to be prepared, and you always had to be positioned. You know, most kids, grown or young, you know, they need to know how to get through the process of success, you know, and football's a game of life. You know, every week you've got to prepare. If you don't prepare properly, things don't work out the way it should for you on those particular games. And it's a long process, and you have to train when no one else is training and work when no one else is working. There's a lot of sacrifice involved. And young and old kids, that's a big part of this whole process. The winning and losing is really the end of the process, or the thing that's most noticed to the media and all that. But the process itself is the most important part. Oh, they're a good football team. You know, they're one of the teams that I thought had a legitimate chance to win the conference when we were trying to vote. You know, and you can tell that they're still a very, very good football team. You know, they're similar to us. You know. You lose a few games here or there. You may have a guy nicked up here or there, and you can't close it out because this league, with the talent, you're also short in depth, and you may miss one or two guys on that given Saturday and look like a different team. Yeah, I remember him. He's a good quarterback. He's mobile, makes really good decisions. Obviously, he's grown up now. You know, he's making good decisions. He's throwing the ball well. He does have the ability to take off running. And he does at times, and they do have some running plays called just for him.
I know it's been